I recently filmed a huge, terrifying day of surf and realized I don't normally share with you the most difficult and scary part about surfing days like this. People love watching big wave surfing. They're fascinated watching surfers basically free fall down waves the size of large buildings. Big wave surfing offers a rush of adrenaline and excitement as surfers take on monstrous waves, pushing the limits of human capability. The surfer's ability to navigate and conquer such immense waves is awe-inspiring. People are drawn to witnessing humans pushing boundaries. Big wave surfing represents a remarkable feat of human courage and determination. There's an element of danger and risk involved, which adds drama and tension, making it compelling to watch. As a surf videographer, I too get mesmerized when a huge swell arrives. There's just a different feeling in here, both in the water and on the sand. The normal chatter on the sand quiets down as a big wave set starts rolling in. Is someone about to ride the wave of their life? This set represents an element of danger and risk. Will one of the surfers' courage lead them into a violent wipeout? Big wave wipeouts are the most terrifying thing a surfer has to face. Or is it? People love to watch big wipeouts. It happens quick, and on days like this, it's always brutal. Most people watching think these wipeouts must be the most difficult part of surfing big waves. Well, it's definitely the most hair-raising because it happens abruptly and it's violent. But there's one thing that most people don't see because it's not as exciting, and that's the paddle out. Paddle out, you say? How boring. Yes and no. I've seen some surfers paddle out for 45 minutes before making it out. The paddle out can be strenuous, especially when there's not a channel to make that paddle out easier. That's not exciting to watch. But the amount of beatings these surfers take, it's insane. Wave after wave, pounding on them and pushing them back. On this particular day, I watched 5 surfers who are not only excellent lifeguards, but who have all surfed some of the biggest waves around the world. Shane, Matt, Beck, Alex, and Chad attempt this paddle out. 5 went in, 1 made it out fairly quick. That was Shane Gallus. The other 4 weren't so fortunate. They were not only getting pushed back in from the waves, but they were also getting dragged sideways due to a strong current. These 4 continued to battle for about 15 minutes before getting washed back in. After getting washed back in, they gathered together to formulate a plan. They picked a different spot to go in and tried to time it out perfectly. Well, unfortunately for them, this swell was relentless and continued throwing wave after wave at them. Their muscles had to have been burning, but they were determined. Some started to show serious progress, making it out much further than their original attempt. Shane, who made it out quickly, was now left rooting on his friends, hoping to have some company out there with him in the lineup. But this was not going to happen, at least not yet, as the waves were simply too strong, eventually sending all of them back to the beach. Exhausted from spending the past 30 minutes battling the waves, they were left questioning if they even had enough strength to give it another try. Alex and Chad had seen enough. They were done, leaving Matt and Beck on the sand contemplating. Just then, Shane paddled into this huge wave, bottom turned, and pulled into an insane closeout barrel. That was the spark that both Matt and Beck needed. Matt's luck changed. He saw an opening and gave it everything he had, and boom, he was out there with Shane. Now, unfortunately, Beck didn't have the same luck, but he wasn't alone. Shane caught his second wave and nearly pulled off an insane barrel. Unfortunately, that wave clamped him and dragged him all the way back in where Beck was. Together, they battled wave after wave while Matt was safely outside, back in the lineup. Shane came really close to making it back out until an enormous 5-wave set rolled in, taking a toll on his energy level. Each wave broke directly in front of him, eventually sending him all the way back to the sand. Beck also made good progress and seemed like he had a chance until a wall of whitewater grabbed him and dragged him underwater all the way back in, leaving him and Shane on the beach. With Beck and Shane now on the beach, Matt was the lone survivor. He was out there dodging and weaving incoming sets for a half hour before finally rolling into the set wave. So yeah, wipeouts appear more violent and dangerous, but it's actually the paddle out when there's no channels that can give a surfer the most problems. You can't wipe out if you never make it out. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Brad Jacobson, and I'll see you on the sand.